streaming? Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm streaming. Guys, I'm doing a couple of things right now, and let me fix my volume, guys. For some reason, my volume's not all the way up. Let me get my volume all the way up on the mic. Okay, guys, my mic volume's now all the way up. So, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm going to check a couple of things. Then I'm going to get my YouTube comments opened up for you guys. So, yes, hopefully I can keep my phone plugged in when I'm streaming tonight. Most cases when I stream on Instagram and or Facebook, I can't have my phone plugged in when I'm streaming on either Instagram or Facebook because for some yeah, I kind of messed up I kind of dropped my camera, guys, because I'm trying to fix my dresser. Let me try to open up my dresser really fast, guys. Because I was trying to open up my dresser and then my whole kind of camera kind of fell. So I'm trying to move some stuff around, guys. I did. Let me fix my stand, guys. Because this camera tripod that I'm using now is very old. It's very messed up. I'm using a very messed up tripod stand, and it gets like if it falls, and it messes up real bad. See, guys, I barely just sat down. Like I barely just sat down, and I bumped my hand. Like I barely sat down, and I just bumped my hand slightly on my dresser, and it messed up, and my whole camera stand fell down. If I go right here, you can see I'm trying to fix it, so you guys can't really see myself. Just like my dresser and stuff, 'cause I'm trying to fix it so you can only see my dresser good. Okay, guys, you're gonna be seeing a lot of. So let me see if I can get closer, guys. Like I don't know why you can see this area a lot, but let me see if I can put my camera up or turn my camera a little more this way, guys. No, but you can pretty much see it at any angle I put it, guys. I have no idea. I'm just gonna put my camera a little bit higher, guys, if I can. Nope, now it's gonna be too high. Let me see if I can put my camera a little bit more. Maybe just put the tripod a little more if I can. Okay, guys, the tripod is down as low as it goes, and I'm gonna put this right here, guys. So, guys, you're gonna have to see the camera right where it's at. Okay, guys. So, camera's in a kind of weird spot. You're gonna see some stuff, but it's gonna have to be right here because I don't really have any other way to do this as of now. So, let me just fix my camera a little better. Okay, guys. Hopefully you can see my camera good enough. So, guys, I have to check a couple of things really fast, and I'm gonna get. And I'm gonna open up my YouTube comments, guys. Just give me 1 minute. I'll get my comments open in just a few minutes after I check something. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get ready in just a minute, guys. Sorry for not really streaming yet, I'm just getting some stuff ready for my stream tonight, and yeah, guys, I'm gonna be ready in just a minute, guys, and I'm gonna stream. I don't have my headset on because I'm currently watching a movie. So I'm going to get some stuff ready. I'm gonna get off this phone so now, guys, and focus on the broadcast in a minute. Guys, sorry if anyone's joining. I haven't read your comment yet. I don't even have the comments open just yet because I'm trying to do some stuff, but trying to get some stuff figured out. I'm gonna just put this phone back for now. Yeah, guys, give me a minute to get my YouTube comments open, guys. So yeah, I'm trying to get my comments open, guys. So currently, I'm currently broadcasting on my PC. It's a Lenovo Windows 7, and I moved my, as you guys can see, my laptop is not on my dresser right now. So I moved my laptop. I have a dresser. My laptop normally sits on my dresser, but since I'm doing a different kind of broadcast and not a video gaming stream, then I moved my laptop and my fan up onto my, I have a big tape deck. It's a big, I have like a dresser, and on top of my dresser is a big, two, a big dual cassette tape deck, which is pretty old. But Krusty Krab recorder tutorial. I want to watch a little. I want to see this really fast. Okay? I want to see if it speeds it up. I just want to see if this egg is faster, just to see how it sounds. Okay, guys. Hopefully that isn't copyright. It shouldn't be because it's just a random guy's video, but running in the 90s on a quarter. That was some random guy on YouTube playing the one of the Krusty Krab theme songs from SpongeBob. So guys, I just now got to my comment. Let's see if anyone joined my video. Okay, guys. So technically, let me take my comments on my my laptop really fast because sometimes when I'm broadcasting, I don't see comments if my YouTube stream isn't open. They're not. I don't see them on my phone, but they might be on the computer. So let me just refresh my PC page, guys. So nope. So as you guys can see, my laptop is where my laptop is up there. And you guys are staring at my dresser and I'm gonna be doing some drawings. Like I was at Disney on Ice today, guys. I haven't told you guys yet, but I was at Disney on Ice today. I'm gonna put it on my face. I'm talking to you guys for a minute, guys. For a minute while I'm talking, I'll see if I can put it on my face a tiny bit while I'm talking, but I can't really move my camera. I'm trying to get my mouse back, guys. Trying to get control of my mouse back because like my computer's in another spot. Okay, guys, my face is kind of cut off because of this. Guys, I'm watching this movie that came out. Let me check when it came out again because I've been watching this movie this whole time, and it's first time watching it. But it's Alexander Nato. Oh, it's actually playing the movie again. So they're actually playing the movie twice in a row on Disney Channel, and then they're playing Andy. Like, I wanna hold your wristband. Hey, let me see what this one is on. This one's at season 2, episode 6. I'm not sure if it's a new episode or not, but they're playing the movie again, like twice in a row. Like, while they, I don't know why, but they're playing the same movie twice in a row. So maybe I'll just keep it on and watch it a second time, and maybe I'll change the channel. But this movie came out in 2014. It's Alexander and the No Good Terrible Very Bad Day movie that was based on the book. And this movie is actually pretty funny, guys. So I'm gonna be drawing some stuff today, guys. So, guys, I'm gonna show you. I was at Disney on Ice today, and I posted most of the pictures of Disney on Ice. I posted most of them. I posted most of my pictures and videos on Instagram. And wait. So, guys, I was at Disney on Ice today, and it was I think it was like called Show Your Heart or something. Oh, it was Disney on Ice. Yeah, like Show Your Heart or something. I forget the name. It was pretty cool. And then they started out with they had Inside Out, Frozen, Anastasia, I think, Mulan, Finding Nemo, and Finding. They started with Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I think they just basically focused on Finding Dory, but it was pretty cool. Like it's basically if any of you guys don't know what Disney on Ice is, it's it's an ice show. It's an ice show where they have a bunch of they reenact Disney movies on ice, and I took about I took about like 60 to 70 pictures, and I got about 3 good video files from today, which I uploaded them to Facebook. I uploaded a few short video clips onto Instagram, and I will also be uploading the main full videos after my stream tonight onto YouTube. It will be 3 separate video files. I wanted it to just be like one main video file, but like the Wi-Fi there was like all the Wi-Fi there was locked up, and my 4G data was acting crap because it wasn't like it was in. I'm not gonna say where it was at because you guys don't need to know that, but it was didn't have the best Wi-Fi and everything, but so I got most of it local recorded on my phone, but because on the new Galaxy Note 8 phones, like this is the Galaxy Note 8, you guys can see here, the camera feature, when you're recording a video, you can stop the video, or you can press pause for the video. So I paused the video, and I was just gonna leave the video paused until the second half, and start recording again and try and make it one video. But when I minimized my video app to check for Wi-Fi, my video stopped. So let me go to my YouTube comments on my other phone, guys. Let me go back to my YouTube comments on my other phone really fast, guys. Let me get my comments open on my other phone really fast because I need to get my comments so you guys can see what I'm doing, guys. Let me check this out really fast. Let me just check something, guys. So you guys, you're playing the exact same movie twice in a row, guys, which kind of works. my stuff, but like, oh, it says my video was viewed more than 10 times. Like, she actually viewed my post. Is she gonna text? It's funny because like I actually missed the beginning of the movie. I think I missed some of it, so now they're playing it again. Okay, God. Let me go back to my YouTube comments. I might go live on Instagram later. I don't know yet, guys. I'm just gonna go back to my stuff. Let me check something really fast. Let me check something really fast. Hey guys, don't worry. I'm gonna check this one again too. I'm just gonna go back to my comments, guys. I'm just gonna go back to my main account on Instagram, and I'm gonna go back to my YouTube comments as well. I'm gonna start up my broadcast. Let me go back to my comments, guys. I'm gonna start up the broadcast. So just checking Facebook real fast, guys. Give me a second. I don't know even how long I've been streaming for. But a lot of people have been um, posting stuff. Oh, also, guys, my sister um, tagged me in a comment on Facebook. Tagged me in a Facebook comment on one of the Oakland Raiders posts. Posted 1 hour ago tonight that John Gruden, one of the original coaches for the Oakland Raiders, will be coming back to coach the Raiders. Not sure if it's going to be this season, but probably starting the beginning of next season. He'll be starting as the head coach for the Raiders again, which is pretty exciting. And a lot of I've read some of the comments on Facebook, and a lot of the people on Facebook comments are saying that I will saying how they're welcoming new people and all that, and how he is like a good coach and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess if you're a fan of the Raiders, if not, but still cool to see that he's coming back to coach the team, and maybe when he comes back to coach the team, they'll actually be good like they used to be, or they'll get better. I guess get better with. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna put the camera back on my desk so you guys can see my desk better. And yes, it's kind of okay. As you guys can see, this is a Disney on Ice covering. I spent $5 on it because I didn't really buy an expensive like light up spinny fancy souvenir or anything like a popcorn fancy or like an icy fancy thing. But this is like let me put my camera up again real fast guys so I can show you what it looks like. But this is basically like the book here. It's got a 5 different pages in it. I'm gonna see which one I'm gonna wait. So see how well you can draw using the picture to the left. I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna find a picture to draw. I'm gonna find a cool one I can draw. Which one should I draw, guys? Like, which one should I do first, guys? Basically, I'm gonna show you what I've got. I'm gonna put the camera back down. So right here, if you guys can see it good enough, there's I've got Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, Elsa, Anna. Um, well, the easiest one would probably just be Olaf because he is white and just cover most of it. You guys actually, guys, you guys are seeing it upside down. Because I'm gonna see if I can flip my camera around because you guys are seeing everything upside down. Wait, is it upside down on the actual YouTube video, guys? Okay, guys, the way my camera is on OBS, you guys are seeing everything. You guys are seeing me right side up, but the drawings are upside down. So, because I'm gonna see if I can flip my camera box around to make it to make my camera be the other way around. Because in OBS settings, if if you make your camera all the way super small, as small as it goes, you can then flip your camera box around in OBS to make your camera box smaller. And now if I do it this way, is it still upside down for you guys? Let me see if it's still upside down. It might be upside down for you guys, so I just want to see if I fixed it, if I made it worse. Okay, guys, let me try one more time, guys. So, like, you're supposed to be able to go like this, and you're supposed to be able to, if you put your camera, like, click on the video, and if you go like this, like, if I can do it right, you're supposed to be able to, like, to drag your camera all the way around. I don't know why it doesn't want to work today, guys. I don't know why it's not working. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna put it full screen again, guys. I don't know why it's not working, guys. I can't figure out how to make the screen reverse. I'm just gonna put it back to where it is, guys. I'm just gonna make it full screen because I can't figure out how to make it the other way, guys. So sorry about that. Like before, I was able to like make my camera go like if you drag the corners of your screen, you're supposed to be able to make your thing go backwards. Because right now, guys, you guys are seeing everything upside down. If I put the drawing upside down, then you guys see it right side up. So, so I'm just gonna, I, I'm gonna work on the drawing, work on the drawing with it up, with it right side up, and when I'm done doing it, I'll put it upside down, so you guys can see it normal. And then I've got like the princesses that looks like Ariel, and um, I don't know. I've got the Mrs. Potts, Cogsworth, and Lumineer, the candlestick guy from Snow White. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do first, guys. I've got Nemo. I've got like Seven Dwarfs. I think I want to. I think I'm gonna work on Stitch first. I think I'm gonna work on Stitch first, guys. Let me just move my stuff around. I think I'm gonna work on Stitch first. Let me just type a message real fast, guys. See if anyone's gonna come to my stream real fast. Okay, guys. So this is a coloring book that I got today. I'm gonna text this to my friend real fast. Dang it, guys. I'm gonna go back to my comments, guys, on YouTube. Oh wait, I have to use my other phone real fast. Let me open up my Facebook Messenger real fast, guys, on my other phone. I'm gonna text a link to this to one of my friends real fast, guys, on Facebook Messenger. We might be talking later on tonight, but if not, I want to send her a link to this anyways. So guys, I don't know how to flip the camera angle on here, but like basically if I have it right side, oh, that's why guys. That's why you're seeing it the other way around because right now, right now the way you're seeing it backwards is because it's facing right side up. It's facing right side up for me, but my camera is in front of the drawing right about where I'm pointing, so you're seeing it upside down. So I'm thinking if let me just move my mouse out of the way, guys. Let me just move, try to move my mouse on the screen. If I move my mouse down here and put my mouse over here for you guys, if I put my camera right here, you guys can somewhat see it right side. Let me see if I can put this and if I can put this right here, guys. Maybe you'll be able to see my drawing a little bit better. If I put it right here, see? If I put it right here, you'll kind of see it at a sideways angle, but yeah, I'm just gonna put it back to where it is, guys. I think it looks better this way, guys. Yeah, sorry about the bad camera angle, but I think it looks better this way because it's kind of hard to see you. Anyway my camera goes, it's gonna be hard to see, guys, but it's easier to have my camera right up here because this way, it'd be better if I do this one, but I'm gonna start over here first, guys. So sorry about that, guys. It's gonna be a little hard for you guys to see what I'm drawing, but I thought why not? I got this, so why not use it? And I thought it'd be cool to live stream some drawing with color screens, not just like focusing. Let me fix my Steam title really fast, guys. Let me just fix my Steam title really fast, guys, before I get started. I know, guys, I've been sitting here for the past 33 minutes basically doing nothing, but I'm just gonna keep this going, guys. You're gonna have to watch because I don't really want to delete and start it over, guys. Let me just fix my stream. I'm gonna go went to Disney on Ice. I'm just going to say W N went went to I did, let me just see if I can save it real fast, guys. I want to make sure I save this. It just also need to save it. Let me just make sure it saves, guys. Let me just make sure my thing's saved, and if it saved, good. If it didn't, okay, it saved, guys. It's saved. Sorry, guys. I kind of messed up, man. Okay, guys. Let's get ready to finish my stream, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna turn my fan on really fast, guys. It is getting a little hot in my bedroom, so I'm gonna turn on my fan really fast. Like, it's getting pretty hot, and you guys have to turn my fan on one at least. Because I was I was at Disney on Ice, so I was pretty much freezing cold all day because I was at Disney on Ice today. So as, I'm gonna put my markers. I'm gonna center it, and I'm gonna put them up here. I'm gonna put them all up here today, guys. How much did I even spend on these? How much did I even spend on these, guys? I don't even remember how much I spent. pretty freezing today because going on Disney on Ice is like freezing because you're in like a hockey rink. And let me see if anyone joined my stream. Let me just go back to my comments, guys. I want to see if anyone joined my broadcast. Nope, nobody's joined yet, but I'm just gonna see if he wants to stop by. Okay, guys, let me just check. Okay, guys, let's just play some. Let's start, guys. I'm gonna try and find my blues, guys. I'm gonna look up a picture of Stitch, guys. I'm gonna go look up a picture of Stitch to make sure I match his color right. I've got two blues, and I want to make sure I match up his color right. I'm gonna see if I can like look up a picture of Stitch real fast on Google. I want to make sure I kind of like match his color profile to like similar to what he looks like, and not make it too bright, too dark. I'm gonna see if I can like look up a picture of Stitch. I'm just gonna go to Google real fast on my phone internet browser. Look up a quick pictures. Let me pull up some stuff here. I'm just gonna see if I can look up Stitch. Disney's Nemo and Stitch. Let me see if I can look it up again because this mic sucks. Like this, like voice command like Disney's Nemo and Stitch. Okay, guys, I actually found it, guys. I'm gonna show you a picture so I can show you what it looks like, guys. Yeah, guys. So, like, if I wanted, guys, maybe for other streams, if I wanted to go all out for other, if I color more on stream with this, then I'll actually like put up not the exact picture of what I'm drawing because I probably won't be able to find it, but I'll put a picture like if I'm drawing Lilo and Stitch, I'll put a picture of Lilo and Stitch in the corner so you know like oh he's drawing Lilo and Stitch. And here's some pictures of Lilo and Stitch on Google, guys. Some Lilo and Stitch pictures on Google as you guys can somewhat barely see. I'm just gonna look up a picture so I can see what they look like. So here's a picture that says Lilo and Stitch. I'm just gonna keep it open on my phone so I can like kind of look at it to match his color profile. So I want to make sure it matches color pretty similar to what he looks like. Anyways, let's get started. Again. So let's see how many blues I have. I think I only have two blues. Yeah, I only have two blue pens, guys. I've got a light blue and a dark blue, guys. So this is like Stitch is more of a dark. He's more of a dark blue, and I don't have an actual good black pen. Only black pen I have is do I even have a black pen in my thing anymore? Like I don't think I have a black pen anymore, guys. Like yeah, I've got one black pen because I didn't when I bought all my pens I didn't buy a black. Like guys, like I the funny thing is, guys, when I bought my pens, like the few pens I bought, like I bought a white, I bought a white pen. What is a white pen good on besides black paper? But I didn't think to buy a good black pen, so I'm just using a random black pen we had around the house. Cause I just like let me go back to my text really fast, guys. Let me go back to my comments. And let me just see if anyone joined my stream. Yep. Thanks for marking on my Instagram post, Rosie. Thanks for marking my IG post of Disney on Ice today. That was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun Disney on Ice. So, but I'm gonna keep steps open on my. So I've got two phones right next to me, guys. Let me just open up my comments again, see if anyone's joined my cast. So I've got two phones next to me, guys. This phone, like, which phone are you guys seeing, guys? Okay, so right here, guys, the one I'm pointing at, that's right here. That's my Galaxy Note 8. The phone you guys can somewhat see on the camera. That's my Galaxy S7. That's my Galaxy S7, which is for the comments, guys. So I've got two phones, guys. I have my Galaxy Note 8 phone, which is right. My Galaxy Note 8 is the one that's right here. You guys can't really see it, but the one I'm pointing at, that is my Galaxy. Hey guys. Now, but I'm just gonna draw a sketch. Like, I'm technically like, I wouldn't like. I've been watching this guy on Instagram. Like, this guy goes by Mimo, Mimo. His name is Mike Mozart. He's this painter. He's a drawer slash painter. He does a lot of he basically does freehand paintings, and his most famous characters that he draws paints the most. He draws a lot of Scrooge. He draws a lot of Scrooge McDuck, and a lot of the Monopoly Man. And he's been drawing a lot of like Bitcoin, a lot of like bit. He's been drawing a lot of Bitcoin themed pieces. So guys, I'm just gonna start drawing the fur. I'm just gonna start like drawing the fur pretty much. I'm just gonna have at it. Wait, first I want to draw the eyes, guys. First, I want to draw around the eyeballs. First, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna draw. So you guys, my microphone's sitting right here. Microphone is here. PS4 headset mic is here. Remote stick on my phone is here, so I can see what it looks like to match the colors of Remo. I'm gonna look up a picture, like so I can see Stitch's colors good enough, and he doesn't have his dog tag on for the picture. So I'm just gonna draw it around the eyeballs, and when I'm done, I will turn it around. So I'll turn it upside down for me, so you guys can see what it looks like with the finished product. So let's just start drawing. I'm probably gonna get off when I'm done doing this, guys. And I'm gonna do the eyeballs because, guys, like it might look different when it dries, but the dark blue, in my opinion, looks almost black. Like this is the dark blue that I'm using. When it dries, it looks almost black on the camera, and this is the light blue that I'm using. It's like a sky blue, but it looks more like a dark blue. And it probably just has to wait for it to dry. But guys, like the reason why I'm doing the eyes first is because this actually looks good, guys. Because like I'm actually leaning in to my drawing. Like it's you kind of can't see because I have my arm blocking it, guys. But it's kind of like the easiest way for me to draw. So like I've got my arm, my mic. I'm leaning into my drawing so I can cover it. And like how am I supposed to do like the eye? Oh, the eye goes all the way around. I might not. Is this part of the fur? Yeah, like wait, these are part of his eye, but yeah, this is supposed to be the other blue. I'm pretty sure. Wait, tell me it's not gonna leak through. Is it gonna leak through the page? Yeah, it's messing up my other drawing. Okay, guys. It might ruin my guys. This might mess up, guys. Like these pens have a lot of ink in them, so it might. I'm I'm gonna look for another paper. Give me 1 minute to find another page, guys. I want to look for another paper really fast, just so I don't mess up my drawing, guys. I want to grab my binder real fast if I can grab it. I'm just gonna grab my binder. Sorry, guys. I did drop one of my phones on the ground. I dropped one of my phones on the ground because I was trying to reach over something. Yeah, guys, sorry about that, guys. Let me just check something real fast. I'm gonna put my dresser out a little bit more, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix my dresser with the phone. I keep dropping my phone on the ground because I'm trying to fix. I pick one thing up and another thing falls. Sorry, guys. I'm just like not having the best stream tonight. I'm just like dropping things. Oh, sorry, guys. I just realized, guys. I just realized that these pens have a lot of ink in them. I just realized that all of these pens have a lot of ink in them, and I don't want to ruin my other drawings, guys. So, like, it's probably still gonna ruin it, guys. It would probably still like since these drawings. I was gonna say since these drawings are double-sided, like most people when they're drawing something, they put a piece of paper. They put a piece of paper underneath the drawing they're coloring, so it doesn't mess up onto the next page. It like in this case, it'd be better if they did it like single-sided. That way, you could like if I put a piece of paper underneath it. But even if I color this, it's gonna seep through the page a little bit, which is gonna suck because it's gonna seep through my page and ruin the other side of my drawing on the back side, which I don't want to have to happen. I'll just have to draw my best and try not to mess up the back pages as much. It probably would be better if I was using like colored pencils or crayons or something because those wouldn't really. These are like paper mate. Like most of my pens are paper mate ink joys, like the good ones, and then my other pens are Uniball Signo, Snigo, and I have some that are like these sparkle ones that are these jelly belly metallic pens, like a couple of those. So these aren't the best to use on a coloring book because they will seep through the page, but it's kind of all I have right now. I don't really have any like colored pencils, I'm just using what I've got, and if it ruins the backside of my drawing, then so be it. That's kind of just want to just refund it anyways. Come on, guys, join my broadcast. I know it's not like I'm not like the best artist, and I'm not really drawing. I'm just like coloring in a book with pens. Like, but still, it's enjoyable, I guess. And I'm watching the same movie again because I just watched Alexander the No Good, Terrible, Very Bad Day that came out in 2014, I think is what it said on the guide channel. But now I'm watching it again because the movie came on. They played the movie twice on like some TV channels, like adult themed channels like Spike or like TV or like Spike and FX and like TBS that play movies. Sometimes channels like that they'll play the movie twice in a row, but I don't normally see on Disney channels. I'm playing the movies twice in a row. But since before, back when we had Time Warner Cable, which is now Spectrum, which is now merged with Spectrum Cable, to become one of the Spectrum trying to become like the best all-in-one because Time Warner Cable, they had internet, phone, and cable all in one, digital cable DVR box all in one. When DirecTV only does, I think, just TV, and you have to bundle out. They bundle with you with like Time Warner Cable or AT&T Uverse or maybe even Verizon Fios to get you internet because they don't do internet services, but they can like make you service plans with other internet providers, which it's like why. But yeah, so basically we now have two. We have our DirecTV for cable and Direct for cable, which uses satellite dish. So basically, with our internet, we before with our internet and stuff, cable. We just plugged into our house. But once we switched over to Time Warner, to DirecTV, once we switched over to DirecTV internet services, we had to get a we used to just plug in directly into our house, but once we switched, we had to get all new cable lines because our original cable lines in the house, all the cable jacks in our house, were set up for Time Warner Cable / Spectrum for the internet services, and so basically it's kind of a little like I think it looks terrible. In my opinion, I think it looks crappy. It looks like crappy, like unprofessional. Doesn't look good. Like they could have done it better, but it was basically the only way they could have done it because basically they had to run new cable lines since DirecTV is like Dish, no internet. Like sorry guys, but for some reason my video stopped playing because it says there's okay it's back guys, but like DirecTV like Dish, which is a cable company, and DirecTV, they both use satellite dish for their cable. And like the sucky part is like they had to reconnect. They had to reset up a cable jack. Or they basically had to reroute all the cable from our house and stuff. So I don't know how they did it, but they basically had to once like since our stuff was like all messed up and everything, like since our thing was like too big or too small or something like that, just our thing by itself, just the basic ones that it comes with wasn't gonna be enough, and it wasn't gonna like stabilize it good enough. So we had to spend like 40 to 50 extra bucks when we switched over, basically just to get a new internet, just to get a new satellite dish, and we had to spend an extra 40 bucks on top of it out of pocket just to get a brace, just to get like another brace for a thing. In my opinion, like why? Wait, guys, I have to plug in my laptop, guys. I just forgot my laptop's dead and it doesn't charge. Is it charging now, guys? Tell me it's charging. It's actually, is it charging now, guys? It's actually, wait. It's actually charging. I think it's actually charging now, guys. Okay, guys. I almost pretty much just, guys, I almost effed up my entire live stream. I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, I'm sitting here covering up, like, everything's fine, and out of nowhere, I'm like, oh shit. I forgot to plug in my laptop. I never moved the charger plugged in my laptop when I moved it, and it's like when I checked it, my laptop was at 20%. But for a while, guys, my laptop was at 95% not charging. But I guess once I unplugged my charger, and my charger sat and didn't, and my computer was unplugged until it got down to 20%. As soon as I plugged in my charger, and says plugged in, it went from 20% to 21%. So I'm pretty sure my laptop is. Okay, now, guys, it's actually charging really fast. Like, it gained 2% in less than a minute. My charger gained 2% of battery in less than a minute, guys. So my computer, as of now, is fixed. I guess it just needed to be unplugged and sit for a while. So basically, my stupidity saved my laptop, and now I don't have to go to Best Buy because, like, I unplugged it, I plugged it back in again, and it's working just fine. So my stupidity actually somehow saved my laptop, which is crazy to think about it. I did something stupid, and it turned out good. that's just. It's always funny when you do one thing wrong and it makes something else happen. That's always funny. I didn't even notice that, but like my computer's working again. It's actually charging, which is a good thing. I'm happy my computer's charging now. I'm gonna. Okay, guys, but my computer is plugged into its charger now, and it is charging, guys. So I don't have any music playing in the background, just because, like, if I'm playing Clone Hero, but I just don't want to have, like, Pandora music playing in the background for you guys because copyright strikes and all that stuff. So I'm just, like, watching the movie again, like Alexander and the No Good Terrible Very Bad Day, because it just so happens to play twice, so why not? It's just, like, on and on. Like, I don't feel like changing my channel because, like, fuck, I don't feel like changing my TV channel. I'm just watching the movie again, I guess. Why not? Watch the same movie twice in a row, I guess. Stuff happens. I'm gonna turn it up a little more, guys. Now I'm gonna work on the eyes, guys. Now I'm going to work on the eyes. It's his car. Like, why should he have to get out when it's his car? Like, this is the part right here that kind of like is like weird to me because like this guy was taking his driving test and he like the driving instructor tricked him, which yeah, that happens. And he fell for it and then he basically crashed or almost got in a crash and the car got wrecked and then that driving instructor is yelling at the kid to get out of the car when it's his parents' car. Like, how does that make sense, guys? Like, the driving instructor is yelling at a kid to get out of the car when it's his parents' car. She should be the one having to get out of the car because it's not her car. Like, why would she be yelling to get him to get out of the car when essentially his car? And that's just like that's just like is like really you're gonna yell at somebody to get out of their own car when you can just walk out the car yourself? When you got your 2 fucking feet, bitch? Like, seriously. I know it's a movie, but still. It's just like, why? And he actually gets out of the car. And if it was me, I would have been like, "This is my car, bitch. You get the fuck out," you know? Yes, I think it's not supposed to be black. Let me just check and see if it's. Okay, so his nose is purple. His nose actually looks purple. Like, that's kind of weird, guys, but comment down below, guys. This is a picture of Stitch, which it's just a basic picture of Stitch, but, guys, next time, what if I ever do drawings in here again, I'll actually take a picture. I'll take a picture, like a similar picture to what I'm drawing. So, like, if I'm drawing a picture of Remo and Stitch on the next page over here, then I will put a picture of Remo and Stitch. I'll download a picture off of Google and I'll add a picture of Remo and Stitch on my honest like over at like in this top section up here, like in the top section where my pens are at, or actually towards the bottom section right here where you don't really need to see, I'll put like a small picture, like on since the camera is reversed on the screen because my camera is in front of me. If my camera was behind me, you'd be seeing it like maybe in other streams to make things more easier. I can take, I can plug in a USB extension cable. I can clean off this part of my bedroom over here, and I can put my webcam. I can put my webcam on on my full size tripod stand and have it be like a sideways, have it be like a sideways angle, but you'd be able to see my entire drawing and my desk without seeing me pretty much, and it'd be easier for you guys to see it and everything. But for some reason, people aren't joining my streams, which it's upsetting, but it's cool, I guess. just saw someone just said Colby Jack cheese blocks are addicting to eat. But I don't think that's true. Yeah, in my opinion, cheese is good, but I'm not just gonna sit there and eat an entire block of cheese. Cause like, who has the time to eat an entire block of cheese? But who would even want to just eat a full brick of cheese? Like, I don't think anybody would. See, guys, like, you might think why, just why? You guys are probably gonna be saying, like, how have I been streaming? Let me check my see if my computer's charging, guys. Is it charging? It's at 45% now, guys. My computer's charging. I'm streaming for an hour and 16 minutes. Guys, you guys are probably gonna be thinking to yourselves, how have I been streaming for an hour and 16 minutes and I've only got this much work done? Like a top part of his head and an eyeball after an hour and 14 minutes. Because I've kind of just been like randomly bullshit, nonsense talking, rewatching another movie again, and just like doing other things, like instead of drawing, I guess. But guys, it is what it is. You just gotta draw, a color, and sometimes just coloring stuff can be relaxing or like stress free and easy and stuff. And I thought like, why not? I can stream coloring and stuff on stream. But I don't really do like art streams, like, cause I'm not really an artist. I'm more like a gamer, and I do like gaming broadcasts. But I thought it would be cool to like get a Disney themed, and it was $5, guys. How could I not be just buying something for like right after we finished, there was a guy selling this for like $5, and I'm just like, why not get one? It'd be pretty cool to color one, and it was cheap. Like a lot of souvenirs there were like $20 a piece. Like all I had was $20 on me. I had about $20, and I had a couple of fives and a 10, I think. So like, yeah, like I'm not gonna spend like 20. They had like fake swords, like those fake plastic swords. They had like little light up spinny frosty things that were pretty cool, but like they're expensive. Like, who wants to spend that kind of money for? Who wants to spend like $20 for one souvenir? Like most places, like sports events or stuff with the sell souvenirs, like they try and charge you like a lot of cash for one little thing. And like most places, when you go to like sports events or like shows, like plays or sports events or like Disney on that type of like performances and stuff, like they charge you like they charge you like they overcharge you. Like if you were to go to like a food place or something, they would like double the price for you to get like something small, like baseball games and all that other stuff. That like they charge you an insane amount of money just for a couple of things, you know. And that's just like why? Why not just enjoy the thing and like not have to charge people like $1,000 for one little thing, like $50 just for one little souvenir? Like the most expensive thing I think was like $20 or something. Probably would have been more if you got like more than one thing, but yeah, like still, kind of a lot of money in my opinion. But yeah, how's you guys' nights going, guys? Nobody's joined my podcast so far, guys. But how's the night going, guys? How's you guys having an okay night? Okay, guys, let's get back to coloring the eyeballs, guys. And I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. I don't usually check text messages. I don't usually check text messages during my streams unless it's important because I have. If you guys didn't know, I keep my phone ringer for when people call me on high volume, like medium to high volume, but I keep the rest of my notifications on vibrate. So if someone sends me a text message on if someone sends me a text message on my actual phone number, my phone will vibrate. And I mute most of my Facebook messages and most of my messages on Kick. So if somebody sends me a message on either Facebook Messenger and or Kick or Instagram, most of my most of my messages on Messenger and Kick are muted because I don't like my phone going up 1,000 times a second. And like back on my old Galaxy Note 2 phone, I had Twitter notifications on, and I had my notifications on for most of my friends and followers. So every time somebody would post on Twitter, my phone would vibrate like crazy. Back on my other phone, like Twitter and Discord made my phone buzz like a vibrator was in my pocket because it was like because people would message on Twitter and Discord like, damn, it was crazy. But guys, I I have Twitter notifications for my new and my S7 and my Note 8 turned off. Okay, guys, comment your favorite Disney character. Comment your favorite Disney character. Okay, guys, just so you guys know, I, I'm gonna move my comments, guys. I'm gonna move the comments up here. I'm gonna move the comments to my other page. So it's probably gonna be weird for you guys seeing my phone, guys. Probably gonna be weird for you guys seeing my phone up on my desk, but I want to be able to read the comments easier while I'm streaming, guys. So probably gonna be weird for you guys to see my comments on my page, but I want to be able to to see my phone on my screen. But I have my phone put up as high as I can, so you guys don't see my phone as much. But I want to be able to read the comments while I can glance up at my phone, see the comments, and then guys, if I show you guys the phone the phone up here, this is my Galaxy S7 for the comments for my YouTube stream. The camera's up here. It's a Logitech C920 web camera. My laptop is where I'm pointing back up there. It's up back up there because I'm streaming on my laptop. A Lenovo Windows 10, I'm probably gonna get off in half an hour. I'm gonna get off like half an hour, I guess. I'm probably not gonna finish the drawing. I'm probably not going to finish the drawing tonight, and I'm gonna get off at like 10 o'clock. That's in about 20 minutes, guys. It'll be 10 o'clock. I'm not giving away my microphone. I'm using a PS3, PS4 headset, which is right under my mouth. And I'm not gonna give away my state because that's kind of personal information. Like my state's not really personal, but I'm in California. I'm not. I'll just say that I'm in California because you can't really track me by just knowing I'm in California. But still, what else was I gonna say? Yep, I was. People did track me down once. People actually tracked me down once, not because I gave up personal information, but because I was hacked. If you guys know, they hacked me. If you guys know about the whole hacking situation that happened to me about months and months, probably 6 months ago at least, maybe there's there's sometime I'm like, that's a tough one, but I would. That's a tough one, but I would. Winnie the Pooh. I'm just gonna comment. Yeah, he's cute. Yeah, he's cute. And guys, I do comment on my broadcast, guys. Like, I'm not one of the guys who just like sits and comments because like there are some streamers who don't have a mic and who don't have a camera, and all they do is comment back to you. Like they don't have a either they don't have a mic or they can't afford a mic, and so they basically just they type to you. Like I don't really like streamers who just sit behind the computer and play games and then they're typing to you. I actually really enjoy more like streamers that actually talk to you. Yeah, if they type in the comments as well, but if they are typing in the comments, but they're also engaging in conversation and talking to you, that's a good streamer. But in my personal opinion, some streamers, and this is an opinion not based on heavily researched facts. It's just my opinion. Some streamers are major assholes. That's just my opinion. Like some streamers are fun, enjoyable. They joke around. Like they joke around and get somewhat adult content, but like they keep it clean and they joke around and do funny things. But some streamers are assholes. They treat their viewers like shit, and they don't give a crap about anyone but themselves, and they basically block people for no reason. And yes, I have dealt with shit streamers in the past, and I have dealt with shit streamers in the past, also dealt with shit streamers in the present who block people for absolutely no reason. I'm not going to get into much details about it, but I was watching a streamer once, just casually watching a streamer, and he happens to be a rhythm. So you'll answer my text message during So you'll answer my text messages during some of some of streams. Sometimes, like if it's important, like yeah, if no one is really watching, might spend time. Okay, guys. So just like my comment says in the comment section, someone commented in my chat room saying they commented saying so you'll answer my text messages during some of streams, and that is a delicate subject. Not like delicate, like I'm not going to answer it, but yes, there is like most times, like I don't like to answer a text message during a broadcast unless it's important. Like if I check my phone, I try not to check my messages during streams. But if I have a feeling, like if I'm in the middle of texting someone, while I'm broadcasting, or if there's not really anybody joining my streams, I might like check Facebook or like check Facebook messages or check Instagram or like Kick every so often, just like once or twice a stream, just to see if I can get the word out. Like, hey, once I start up the live stream, I can send people. Once the live stream is physically started and I'm live, I can I can then send people a link to my broadcast. So like I didn't send you a link. I just okay, well I'll stop typing because I can't type. Okay, well I'll stop typing because I can't type tonight. It's fine. It's fine. I like it fine. I like that you made a you should guess. I just commented in chat like she's basically made fits my phone back to comments. Well, so my friend just commented. She's like, so you'll answer my text messages some of the stream. Like I think she meant like I don't know if she meant like physical text messages or if she meant like comments, like YouTube comments. Because yes, I will comment back in my stream to people. Like I will try like since my streams mag so bad, I have to stream at 10 frames per second. At 10 frames per second. So most times, if I'm streaming, like I'll answer the person's question. I'll type and answer the person's question in the comment section first. Then I will answer after I answer the question in the comment, so they can read my comment right away. I will then answer their question on the mic, on the broadcast, live on the broadcast. But my streams lag so bad, I don't want people to think, oh, why didn't he never answer my question? And like 5 minutes later, they're like, oh, he did answer my question. It's just his broadcast is lagging so bad. So like that's why, like since my broadcast lags so bad, sometimes, like when I'm actually playing Clone Hero, my broadcast kind of lag a little more because I'm using more processor, because I'm processing my game and the music, and I'm also processing my game and stuff, which makes my streams lag a little more. Like right now, since I'm basically doing like a very simple broadcast, I'm just using a headset mic and a camera. I'm essentially just using a headset mic and a camera, and I'm just playing coloring, which is like a simple stream and doesn't really make my PC like lag super hard. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I will consider that. Fair enough. It's not just you. Like I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but it's not just you. I typically read out everybody's comment. Like I'm not just saying it's just you, but when I typically have people in my broadcast, I just read like I'm already talking, so I'm just saying like in my opinion, if I read the comments, if I just read the comments in my head to myself, people might think, oh, why didn't he read my comment? Did he read my comment? And I'm like, I typically read the comments out loud. That way, the person who commented knows, oh, he did see my comment, he did read it, because they hear me read it. That's just like my personal. Like, I'm just saying that a lot of broadcasters typically try and read out most of the comments out loud. But if you don't want me to read them out loud, that's perfectly fine, and I accept it. And I'll try not to read them out loud, and I'll just like if you comment something, I'll read it to myself, and I'll type something back to you, if that's better for you. Just want things to be better for my audience members. Want things to be better for my audience members, you know? Thanks. Thanks for respecting my opinion. Thanks. Like, it means a lot because, like, it's kind of my opinion. It's not really a fact, but in my opinion, typically most broadcasters, out of respect for like, most broadcasters that I've watched, out of, out of respect, most broadcasters that I watch who are actually good, like not just good they're good at broadcasting, they actually care about their audience members and their fans, and they care about people. They're not just asshole streamers who stream just for the money, just for the fame, just for the glory and the passion of streaming. Like, who actually care about their viewers. They typically like, oh, someone commented, I'm going to read their comment out loud. That way, oh, they know. Like, if I read it to myself, they're like, why didn't he read out my comment? That's just like, it's kind of my opinion, but I've noticed out of respect for the audience members in the stream, most people tend to read the comments out loud as a thing of respect, showing the audience respects that, oh, he did read my comment, he cares about me in the stream, and he's not just ignoring my comments, he's actually reading it out loud, giving time to his audience members, showing them respect and stuff like that. You know, it's just like how I feel. I'm just that kind of, I'm a good, clean, family-oriented streamer, and I try and keep my streams to a minimum of cussing, no drama, no drinking, drugs, or anything like that. Like, I try and keep it a good. I don't drink or do drugs anyways. That's just like a kind of thing I was like. It's like an overview of what I was talking about. I don't do that stuff anyways. Even if I did do it, even if I did, which I don't, I wouldn't do it on my broadcast, because I try and keep my broadcasts in all ages broadcasts, that anyone can just come in, enjoy themselves, have some fun, have some laughs, make some memories, and just have a good time streaming. Because I enjoy I don't get many viewers. I'm just gonna comment thanks in my broadcast just because I feel like it. I just feel like commenting. Yeah, and like most times when I'm playing Clone Hero, if you don't know what Clone Hero, basically, Clone Hero is like it's basically some guy from the Guitar Hero / Rock Band community took all the best features of Rock Band and all the best features of Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 3 PC, and a fan with some other people, they made a game called Clone Hero, which is basically a replica of Guitar Hero 3 PC. These two people, since Guitar Hero is like a 10 or 15-year-old game now, the guys No One Man, that's his online persona, No One Man, and Exile Mode made, since Guitar Hero 3 PC was back in the days, you could buy it, buy the game, a disc game. I think you could only buy the disc game, or you could buy like a download version, or you could buy like a download version of it on the internet, like from the actual company that made it. But eventually, like, they did shut down. The sad part was, I was on Guitar, like, I started out Guitar Hero on PS2, because Guitar Hero 1 came out on PS2, and the game Guitar Hero 1 is only on the PS2. Someone said they had it on the Xbox 360, and I'm just like, that's impossible. How can you have the Guitar Hero 1 game for Xbox 360 when it was only released to the public on PS2? But, you know, like, some people, you know, it's just weird. But, like, Guitar Hero 1 only came out for PS2, and you can make ISOs. Like, some people make, like, GH2 ISOs, and an ISO file, that's like a PC file. It's like an emulated version of it. But basically, Clone Hero is just like Guitar Hero 3 PC, but it's a whole lot better. In my opinion, Clone Hero is way better than Guitar Hero 3 PC. And yes, Guitar Hero 3 PC does have online play, but you can only play online on Guitar Hero 3 PC, like online multiplayer, if you have a Guitar Hero 3 PC account. So meaning, when the game was still around and a popular game, when you would buy the game like on Amazon, brand new, still in box, they would give you an online activation code. So when you go to make your account, you would put in a username and a password. Then you would have to put in the activation code that came with the game when you bought it. Since the game is no longer made brand new, they no longer have activation codes. There was a guy who bought like every Guitar Hero game that was left on the internet, and he sold them out to his fans. He says he did raffles. he did raffles for the code, and he's like, well, I'm gonna do a raffle, and if you win, if you like bet like $2, you you donate $2 on his broadcast, and then he'll add you into a raffle, and if you win, you'll get the game, or you can buy a code, or you could buy a code for $50 because you already have the GH3 PC download game. And it's like, or you can like pay $50 straight up and just buy the code right away if you want to keep it. Like, how's your guys' nights going? How's everyone's nights going? Has you guys having a good night? How's everyone's nights going so far, guys? How's it going? I'm gonna end the broadcast any minute, guys. Guys, I'm gonna finish off the face, guys. So I'm actually gonna finish. I'm going to finish off the face for tonight. So I'm gonna finish off the ears. I'm gonna finish off both ears. The rest, the rest of the head, the tongue, and the teeth. Then I'm gonna get off after this, guys. So once I finish the head, once I finish the ears, the teeth, and the rest of the face, then I'm gonna get off. And here's the picture that I'm doing for reference, guys. This is the picture that I'm doing for reference. There are other characters. There are other characters around it. There's like Beauty and the Beast, like Beast, Belle, Pinocchio, Jiminy Cricket, that one guy from Lion King. I forget his name. It's not Mufasa. It's the other guy. Like, oh, I think it's like Mufengi or whatever his name is. There's a lot of other characters, but if you look at it, guys, Stitch is basically all blue. His body, his body is all dark blue. Around his eyes is like sky blue, which is just like the blue I've got here. It looks a little darker. Like when you're actually drawing, when you're actually coloring it, when the ink's still wet, the blue ink looks a little black when it's wet, and the light blue ink looks a little dark. But once it dries, it looks pretty nice. And guys, once I'm done coloring the face, the ears, and the mouth, basically the entire head, since I'm looking at the drawing right side up, regular, but since my camera is in front of me, you guys are seeing the drawing upside down. So when I'm done, I'll put the drawing upside down, and for me, so you guys can see it regular when I'm done with the head. So let's just check. So his eyes stay white. Let's finish off the rest of the blue. And guys, he doesn't have a collar. In the pictures, he's got a collar because even though he's an alien, in the first Mimo they had, like, the cool thing is, guys, Mimo and Stitch had about 3 to 4 movies. They did Mimo and Stitch 1, Mimo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch because he had a glitch. Then there was 3 Mimo and Stitch movies. Mimo and Stitch 1, Mimo and Stitch 2, Stitch has a glitch, and then there was another Mimo and Stitch movie that I can't think of the name. Then there was Leroy and Stitch because the evil Dr. Ganchu, that's the evil Dr. Ganchu. I said hose, and I didn't meant to say how. I meant to say house. And there was another movie called Leroy and Stitch because the evil Dr. Ganchu stole Stitch, and he there's all the experiments have numbers. So experiment 625, the one made right before Stitch, was he was like lazy and made sandwiches all the time, and experiment 606, which when he escaped, and basically in the movies, like if you watch the Lilo and Stitch movies, they also made a Lilo and Stitch TV series, Lilo and Stitch on Disney Channel. Which the TV series I voted for this man, you may hate me for it, but that's okay. Oh, by the way, I will vote for him again in 20. Like this picture, guys. This picture's. I'm just gonna read out a comment, guys. This is a picture on Facebook. I don't know if I follow the page or not. Yeah, I do like the page, I guess, but it says it's USA Liberty News. Don't know why I follow them. But it says it's a picture of Donald Trump, and it says by Alex Sage. It says, "I voted for this man. You may hate me for it, but that's okay. Oh, and by the way, I will vote for him. I will vote for him again in 2020." And someone, and like the very first comment on this thing, it's kind of funny. Someone says, "I made a mistake. It won't happen again." The man is more concerned about tweeting. He seems to become more unbalanced daily. That's actually like a kind of true statement, a kind of like factual thing. Can a person have too much porch? Like, there's also another picture on another thing on Facebook. It's a picture of like a short video clip, and it's a person's front door. It says like it says good old. It's a page called Good Old Days. It says, "Can a person have too much porch?" Like, we don't even have a front porch. We just have like a small little like front walk, a little staircase area. We don't even have a porch. But sometimes I read funny Facebook comments or funny Facebook things because why not? And see, guys, people keep liking my stuff like crazy, and I will be, guys, after I end my broadcast. I will be uploading all of my main videos of Disney on Ice onto my YouTube channel. The names will be Disney on Ice for all three videos. I have a Disney on Ice for all three videos. This this might actually be a new episode, guys. I'm not sure, guys, but it says. Let me go back to my YouTube comments really fast. So, guys, after I'm done with my stream, I kind of just want to finish the head, like the ears, the teeth. The teeth might just stay white because teeth are normally white, but maybe I'll make them a random color. But this episode here, it says it's season 2, episode 6, but I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen this before. Wait, let me check when it says it first aired. It says, let me see if it says when it first aired to me. Yeah, but 2017. This is an old episode, guys. It says it came out in 2017 and it's 2018, so it is an old episode. Maybe it was a new episode in 2017 and I just haven't seen it. Maybe I missed it or something. Because like most episodes, like on our new DVR box, it says when it first aired. Yeah, it says it first aired 12/01/2017. So it first aired December 1st of 2017. So it aired a month ago. I don't remember seeing it, so I'm just gonna watch it like it's a new episode. So I don't remember seeing this one. I have to watch this real fast, guys. It's a sneak peek of the first new episode of 2018. So it must be. They already made season 2 of Andy Mac, but it's like a new episode because they're making new episodes again, which is like I hope this show actually sticks for a while. Like I hope like this show's actually. I'm watching a TV. Wait. It's coming back January 15th, guys. You know, get pumped. Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna focus on coloring so I can get off because I do want to finish this, but I'm just gonna focus on coloring my last few sections so I can just get off. After I might even get up sooner because I'm getting kind of tired. But I did get a good start. It looks pretty good from my standpoint. It looks pretty good. And before I do get off, I will put like right now. I realized since my camera is in front of me, you guys are seeing my drawing backwards. My camera's in front of me, so you're seeing my drawing at a backwards angle. But once I do get off, I will either like I'll put my drawing the other way around. It'll be backwards for me, but you guys will be able to see it. Let me see if I can change. Let me check the colors really fast, guys. Make sure I can like fix this. Okay, okay. So the outside So the outside of talking quiet because it's getting late, but the outside of the ears, the outside of Stitch's ears are the same color as his skin, but the inside are pinkish color. I do have about two pinks. Like I only have one pink. My own, as the ears are gonna have to be, it's kind of like a hot pink, so that's light purple, so that's hot pink. So his ears are gonna be like a hot pink. And it's the only color pink I've got. I don't really want him with the orange. He's gonna have like hot pink ears. Like it's gonna be crazy. That's the only color pink I've got. It's a good thing I had a pink, or that I bought one. Okay, guys. So my headset. Okay, guys. So my headset almost died on me. I wasn't really paying attention because I'm about to be getting off once I finish the head of my drawing. But so my headset was flashing red and dying on me. So I'm charging. It's so far. Okay, guys. So my phone, my phone for the comments. So I unplugged my phone for the comments, and now I'm charging. Now I'm charging my I am now using my charger for my S7 to charge my headset because my headset was dying on me. Yeah, like if you guys don't know what Disney on Ice is, one of my friends was confused about it and thought it was like asked me if I was at Disneyland or Disney World, and I do well Disney World is in Florida. Disney World is in Florida, and also Universal Studios. There's Universal Studios Hollywood, which is in Hollywood, California, which is close to where I am, and then there's Universal Studios Orlando, Florida, which is in Orlando, Florida. So basically, it's kind of they're both kind of similar because Disneyland is in California, and Universal Studios Hollywood is in Hollywood, which is in California, and Disney World is in Orlando, Florida, and Universal Studios. So there's two theme parks in California. The other two that are more fancier are in Florida, both in Florida. But the sad part is, if you guys know, the original Nickelodeon Studios was in the number like the best back in the days. The best Nickelodeon Studios was in Orlando, Florida. Sounds okay, guys. So my headset, so my Galaxy. Yeah, that sounds awesome, but I don't know what it's. I'm just gonna put my now that I'm not charging my device, I can put my comments up like this. But that sounds awesome. It's called Walker. I'm gonna look it up. But comment what state you live in. Just like comment your state. Like I don't need to know your full like city and state. Just like comment the state you live in. I'm just gonna say comment like what state. Oregon. Okay, you're in Oregon. I think one of my friends was from Oregon. Now that I think about it, I think one of my friends that I know, one of my like friends I know from high school and stuff. I think one of my high school friends who's also a YouTube streamer. I think he is from Oregon. I'm pretty sure that's where he's from. I'm pretty sure he's from Oregon, which is pretty cool. That's cool. Uh, awesome. Like, that's, yeah, like even at Disney on Ice or at sports events, they always overcharge you for the food and souvenirs. That's awesome. Did you see the new Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi? It was sad that Princess Leia died during the filming of the movie, but it was cool to see that they were still able to use some of the footage of her in the movie, and cool that they paid her a dedication in the credits, which was pretty cool to see. A dedication in the credits, which was pretty cool to see. Not sure if you mean they were going to kill her off in the Last Jedi or in the movie, the next movie that will might be coming out. But still, if you're talking about the Last Jedi, then yeah, she almost died in the Last Jedi, but she didn't. And I don't know if she was actually, um, if she actually died in the Last Jedi, like actually died, because I don't really remember much of it. But yeah. Yeah, that seems kind of weird to me because how are they going to kill off Princess Leia in the next newest Star Wars movie when she's already dead in real life and they won't be able to shoot any new footage of her since her passing to shoot any more new new footage of her since her passing. Since she already passed, how would they since her passing seems to be impossible. Seems to okay. Hope you saw my comment. It's been awesome talking to you for as long as we did. We talked about a lot of crazy shit, like um, like cons, conventions, and like other things. But it was pretty good talking to you because I don't see you like ever since what happened, ever since what happened, and we don't have ways of, communicating and stuff like we used to, but and yeah, some stuff happened with me that I don't want to talk about. And you probably won't find out because I don't want to talk about it on my broadcast, and that's about the one place where I was, banned as well. Well, you weren't really banned, you just like can't don't use the app anymore, but I was banned, but I don't really talk about it much because it's like it was bullshit reasonings. But yeah, it's been cool talking to you again, like talking about Star Wars. But yeah, like that's just like my opinion. But because you were saying that they're planning on killing off Princess Leia in the next Star Wars movie. Not talking about the Last Jedi, but they're going to be making another Star Wars movie after the Last Jedi, like another movie next year. But how can they kill off the character Princess Leia in the next Star Wars movie if if the actor is already dead in real life and they won't be able to shoot any new footage of her for the next new Star Wars movie? Are they just gonna like reuse old footage? Like, are they just gonna like reuse old footage from the last Jedi movie in the new Star Wars movie? Are they just gonna like reuse old footage just to kill off a character? Yes, it does suck that one of the main characters of Star Wars died, but Star Wars is like a long franchise. Because if you guys didn't know, Star Wars is now considered Disney because Disney Corporation, or Disney franchise, bought the rights to Star Wars. Like in my in my opinion, it's like I'm like mixed feelings on like Star Wars used to be its own individual thing, but now it's Disney. And like I was always like mixed feelings about Disney because if you guys know the truth about Walt Disney. Like if you guys know the truth about Walt Disney and the truth about Disney movies, Disney shows, Disney Disney actors, Disney child stars, and all the stuff about Disney, you would probably, if you knew and like actually searched about Walt Disney or Disneyland or Disney World or all the terrible accidents, air quotes, accidents that happen at Disneyland, you would know that they're not really accidents. They're just like basically. I've read some stuff about like, and it's like if you find out too much about if you're at Disneyland, and if you find out too much about the truth of Disneyland, then the workers at Disneyland like you might have an accident. And remember back in the days at Disneyland when they had the ride at Disneyland California called the People Mover? Some guy died on the People Mover. They played it off as an accident, but the guy who died on the People Mover by reading like like articles about Disneyland, the guy who died on the People Mover, he found out too much about Disneyland and about how Disneyland is what they are and they do what they do, the bad stuff about Disneyland and stuff. Since he found out too much about Disneyland, he was probably gonna like go to the cops or something and and like uncover the uncover the truth about Disneyland. And then unexpectedly at Disneyland, he died on the ride the People Mover. Out of nowhere he died on the People Mover ride and they got rid of the ride. But they played it off as an accident, but it wasn't an accident because Walt Disney, as I heard, if you guys didn't know, Walt Disney, who is dead now, I don't know when he died, but he's dead now, but he was a 33rd degree Freemason, like in the art of Masonry. And that's basically like witchcraft, like that's basically like that's basically like Freemasons, a sort of like witchcraft, like like demonism, Satanism, witchcraft, like Illuminati, basically like Freemasons are sort of based like on the Illuminati. And like you've seen in like some Disney, like you do know, if you look at the Disney logo, like the original Disney logos, it looks like when you look at the D's or like when you look at the actual letters, the lettering in Disney, the original Disney logos, it looks like it looks like 666. With the three D's, it looks like 666 for the Disney stuff. That's kind of creepy because, like, 666 is the number of the devil, the number of the beast. As there is a song called "Number of the Beast," and you know that. And also, if you ever look up Disney Channel subliminal messaging, like, yeah, that will shock you. Like if you look at the original, like if you look at the original, at the VHS tape, the original VHS tape of The Little Mermaid 1, the very first Little Mermaid on King Triton's castle, you will see a very obscene thing. You will see a giant golden penis on King Triton's castle on the DVD case of the original Little Mermaid. If I was at work, like I was at my job site once where I used to work, and I found there was a Little Mermaid VHS tape. Like I'm just like, oh, it could just be like fake editing, like people could have edited that. But I found a Little Mermaid VHS tape, and I actually asked to take a picture of that, and I did. I took a picture of it, and it was just like the versions online. There was actually the golden penis on the original Little Mermaid VHS tape, and I'm just like, seriously? Like, why would like Walt Disney? Yeah, but like basically Walt Disney with Disney subliminal messagings, they're trying to pollute the minds of kids at young ages of like sex, drugs, like demonism, Satanism. They're trying to like brainwash the youth of America and all that stuff. And like, yeah, it's not really that bad in like Disney Channel situations. Like, or if you actually play songs backwards, like eventually, I'm gonna like look up songs. Eventually, like if you use the program Audacity, if you have the music based program on a PC that's called Audacity, you can actually upload a song file and you can play the song backwards using Audacity. I might start doing because if you play the song backwards, it probably won't be copyrighted if you play it backwards. I might just like do some recording or go live or something and like like for one broadcast maybe in the future, I might just actually play songs backwards. Or I mean like play songs on Audacity in reverse and say what does this sound like to you? Because it is kind of scary. Like if you listen to a song backwards, even if you can't understand what it's saying, it sounds like just listening to any song backwards. It sounds like a demonism, like a satanistic, satanic song because you're just playing the song at a backwards, like backwards. For instance, if you have if you have a record player and a record, and if you actually spin, like if you actually put your finger on the record and you spin it backwards, that's bad for the record. If you're actually spinning a record backwards, it'll damage the vinyl. But still, I have here. You got some pretty good guitar. You got some pretty good guitar fingering skills. I need to learn to hit that solo, the descending stuff, ascending. Don't know what the name of the patterns is, and it says D2 on the title. LOL. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get off, guys. Thanks for joining my. Thanks for joining my broadcast, guys. Hope you guys had a good time on my broadcast. I'm going to be getting off now. I'm gonna keep my setup as is. I'm going to keep my I'm gonna keep my PC up where it's at, and I'm just gonna get off and shut it down, and I'm gonna be getting ready for bed. I am going to be corping. I am going to be going through my phone and corping because since you can go live on Instagram. If you go live on Instagram, your Instagram if you post a story on your Instagram, it'll only be up for 24 hours. It'll only be up for 24 hours. Or if you go live on Instagram, it'll only be on your story for 24 hours. But you and when you go live on Instagram, you can go live, you can post a story or go live on Instagram as many times as you want in a row. But Instagram will only let you go live for 1 hour at a time. So once you've been live for exactly an hour, or once you've been live and it's getting close to an hour, it'll give you a timer saying, it'll just give you a timer of like 5 seconds. And after 5 seconds, your broadcast will end because so guys, I am going to turn my drawing around, show you what I've done so far. I think I actually did it pretty good. And actually, like guys, the sucky part is that since the sucky part, it's not seeping through. So you guys, it was a good idea that I put a piece of paper under my drawing because sometimes when people use pens and are drawing in a coloring book, they will put a piece of paper under, underneath the paper they're drawing, so if anything seeps through the page, it won't get onto the next drawing. So I'm probably not going to draw Jessie. I'm probably never going to color in the Jessie in this book because I like Stitch how I drew Stitch, and I don't really want to ruin my picture of Stitch because if I draw, see, as you guys can see, when I turn the page, I'm going to keep it on here so once the page turns, you can actually see that my ink, you can see my Stitch drawing on the page because coloring books, like you're not really supposed to use pens for coloring books, you're supposed to use like crayons or colored pencils, but all I have is pens because I've recently bought some nice pens, like some like expensive, like not super expensive, but some decently sized pens. So guys, hopefully you guys had a good time on my broadcast. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna keep the broadcast going until it shows you this. But so guys, I'm gonna show you the drawing. I think I did pretty good, but I'm gonna show you the drawing. I'm just gonna turn my drawing around. That way you guys will be able to see it. Oh, guys, I'm gonna be right back. Wait, I'm gonna go check something, guys. I'm gonna go check a few things. I'm gonna check a few things. Then I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna keep my drawing here, so you guys can see how much I colored in tonight. Then I'm going to check a few things. Then I'm gonna go do a few things. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna end my stream when I come back. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining my broadcast. I'm gonna be getting off now, so hope you guys had a fun. Hope you guys had a fun time on my broadcast, and hope you guys enjoyed my coloring stream. And I was thinking that maybe in other broadcasts, since it actually looks pretty good, the way I have it set up now, it looks pretty good. But maybe in other broadcasts, before I start up the broadcast, I'll just open up OBS Studios. And I will first I'll try it out on this. I'll try it out. If I can get enough of my bedroom clean, if I could potentially eventually get my bedroom drawers. If I could actually get my dresser cleaned out completely, and get rid of all the clothes in my dresser that don't fit, and then only put all my clothes that do fit in my dresser, and eliminate the clothes basket in my bedroom, then I could actually set up my big full-size tripod stand. Since my laptop, I'm gonna show you right now. You are looking at my desk. This dresser that you're seeing now, this is where my laptop usually sits. I'm essentially using my dresser to hold my top dresser normally holds my laptop, but I will show you where my fan and laptop is sitting right now. Let me just check and make sure my thing is actually fully charged, and my laptop is actually 100% charged. The funny thing is, me being stupid, and I thought I was going to be screwed because my computer was at 90, for the past few days, my computer's been at 95% not charging, but it's been plugged in to the same outlet. Even when I turn it back off, it's been plugged into the same outlet, always plugged in. But, well, I moved my computer up here, and I just went into my stream and didn't even think of it and forgot the charger. So eventually when I checked my PC, I'm like, oh shit, forgot to plug in my laptop. It was at 20%. But as soon as I got my charger plugged in, my laptop charger is now plugged in temporarily. It's plugged into the same outlet where my light switch is plugged into. I kind of don't like it. I kind of don't like the way it's sitting right now, because since it's plugged into where my light switch is, well, my actual laptop power pack is getting so hot. But guys, it's plugged into where my light switch is, so it's kind of just sitting. So even though since my laptop's at 100% fully charged, I'm probably not going to bring it to church tomorrow because I just don't feel like recording anything. It's probably not going to be a special service anyways. I can just record on my phone if I do, but I'll probably be doing PowerPoint anyway, so I just don't usually bring my computer and stuff. But even though, because once I turn off the light switch, my computer is going to be stop charging anyway. So I'm going to get off now, guys. Hopefully, I'm going to put this up right here. I'm going to set the headset here. I'm going to end the podcast, guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And it's already 11:30 a.m. I mean 11:30 p.m. for me. And this is what I'm coloring, Disney. It doesn't say Disney on Ice on the package. It just says Disney. Oh, just a Disney on Ice coloring book. Pretty sweet. I'm going to be uploading a few more short video clips onto Instagram, and I'm going to try and reach 1,000 posts. I'm going to try and upload 10 or 20 more short video clips to my Instagram of the, I can only upload 1-minute video clips, and I'll just upload them all. And then because I want to get a lot of views on my Instagram with this Disney stuff, Disney on Ice posting. Then I'm going to upload the full videos onto YouTube. So sorry guys that you're seeing seeing that part of since my camera's in that area, but I'm gonna end the broadcast and I will see you guys later. And I'll be uploading the videos in about half